My name is Vard Anityan. I am a PhD in software engineering, and I am a software quality expert at Volvo Cars. My research started with exploring how we can measure software quality, or at least some aspects of software quality at Ericsson, and try to give feedback to the Ericsson designers so they can redesign their code or improve their code in a continuous basis, which later became a bit larger aspects of software quality in other companies like Volvo Cars and Volvo Trucks and Saab Defense. So first, it was about only code, like measuring software complexity, software couplings, and size, etc. But then it also involved Volvo Trucks, measuring the quality of requirements or understandability of requirements, the understandability of models, and maybe other aspects of software that were a bit minor work that I don't remember now, like tests, etc. So basically the quality of software, different aspects of quality and how we can improve in a continuous basis. And of course, the later stage of the research was how we can construct a measurement system that could give feedback based on these measurements that we have created on a continuous basis. From my personal perspective, if I don't have to count the impact on the company, that would be my first year of the PhD where we did the work at Ericsson. It was very intensive. It was very much based on the relations and relation building with software engineers in the company, which I hadn't done before. And it influenced me a lot how to talk to engineers and architects and what language they use and how I should approach so that we build a trustworthy relation, and how to be able to accept the mistakes or the negative results and go back and sit in front of the computer and try to come up with better ones. So, and then these better ones maybe don't get accepted or get better criticism again. So you should be ready to get 10 times mistakes, and then one time maybe it gets correct or not. That was the most impactful thing. The work was very productive, sometimes extremely challenging and hard. Other times that I had this realization of that I'm learning with extremely big chunks in my professional life. Sometimes quite stressful and yeah, extremely intensive life. I didn't have to think about about more philosophical questions in this time, because there were a lot of learning and intellectually demanding process going on, especially the first 2-3 years. So it was very productive, in one word, very productive. It more or less set the basis for my career and the advancement steps. So I had some minor steps before that, of course, in my study time, where I did a bit of job in risk management and metrics, etc. But it was software center work that put this large arena for work and investigation. So I'm a technical expert of software quality. That means that generally Volvo has this thing. Each area has technical expertise, like technical expert of rubber, technical expert of engine. So there are, I don't know, 70 expertise areas or something, and I'm in one of these areas. That means that I should be able to provide expertise in software quality. If there are discussions, I should take part in these discussions, provide methods, tools, opinions, data from research collected from research community and presented at Volvo. It also gives the responsibility to teach the people here. So we organize courses where I teach. In the future, I have one particular thing now going on, and in 2-3 years at least, I will be doing that. I have designed a complexity metric that is based on a bit measurement theory, a bit complexity theory, and a bit cognitive psychology, because at some point I understood that the mathematical formulations are not enough anymore for measuring complexity. It's a psychological problem. So I went into that. It took a few years now, but now I got a budget for that to hire developers and working on that. So we can make a company standard, hopefully, and also disseminate in the research community. So it's quite a large job that will take a few years. But more than that, I haven't planned that much, because when we move forward, then things come up naturally, more interesting come up, and we drop old plans. So I think it's enough of a plan to move forward and make these things standard. A nice thing about this is that it works in the initial results, and it can distinguish the essential complexity such that you cannot remove from your product, and the accidental complexity that if it's large, then you need to remove, because then it generates cost of effort and defects.